I'd love to see the Paris Opera, catch the ballerinas stretching backstage like Monsieur Degas does.
Impossible. Ladies cannot be backstage.
If you're going to be my friend, Henri, don't ever try to box me in. Besides, I've been told I'm no lady.
Well, to me, Mademoiselle Valadon, you are a lady. And I should know. I'm the future Comte de Toulouse. And I assure you, a lady without a male accompaniment is restricted to the lodge and matinee performances only.
A lady told the Count.
I want to see them dance.
A lady told the Count.
I want to see them dance.
To see them prounce about in their pink ballet shoes, backstage the opera.
But now it's time for booze.
Scene 8, getting boxed in. Valadon and Toulouse-Lautrec sit lounging together, bored, holding cocktails. From the shadow world, her mother watches them. Valadon hops up, wishes to escape.
Come down to the cafe, Henri.
The cafe bores me. Let's invite everyone up instead.
You should go easy on the cocktails, Henri.
Now, who is trying to box who in? Of course, one should not drink much, but often.
I'm thinking of you and your balance. You can't risk another fall, Henri.
I forgot, my dear Suzanne. That name does suit you. What a good idea I had in rebaptizing you. Suzanne and her old man. But you are nearly my age and nearly my height. What did I forget? I forgot. We both know what it is to fall and to pick oneself up again. Thankfully, you didn't break your legs and are naturally a little elf. Show me, what new work do you have for me to see?
Valadon shows him her drawings. He drinks.
You should teach Maurice to draw. If he's the son of Auguste Renoir, he'll have talent, that's for sure. And you should meet Edgar Degas. I don't understand why you're so afraid of him. You promised me you'd go and see him.
I'm not afraid of him or anyone or anything. It's just that housekeeper of his. I knock on the door, and like you told me to. When she answered, I just stood there. She must have thought I was insane. She just closed the door. Anyway, speaking of promises, you promised to take me to the opera.
As long as you don't try to go backstage to see Le Petit Rat yawning in the wings. The abonnés, the men who pay to be backstage. You understand, they are the men to avoid, Suzanne.
I promise.
They leave the apartment and the shadow world behind and enter the hat shop, where she picks out a hat. Toulouse-Lautrec looks at Valadon in true admiration and friendship.
She wandered neath the clear blue skies that matched the sparkle of her eyes, her hair the colour of cognac in Batignolles. So put on some trousers, I won't tell, le farandonda, le farandondon, put on a bonnet rouge as well, mon ami.
Scene 9, the opera. Toulouse-Lautrec and Valadon sit in the audience of the Opera-Ballet. Cassatt and Degas sit close by them. Cassatt and Valadon observe the crowd through their opera glasses. Valadon recognizes Degas.
What's happening now?
Oh, Monsieur Degas, you've seen this as many times as I have.
Yes, but I'm usually up close, sketching backstage, stalking the men backstage.
As they stalk the dancers. Oh, please, the thought. Those poor girls. Thank goodness we'll hear no more of Robert le Diable. It's finally closing. I've never understood its appeal.
I can't make out what's going on. They all look so beautiful from back here, but I can tell you, queens are made of distance and grease paint.
The dancers, the deceased nuns, are rising from their tombs to seduce the knight, Robert le Diable.
Oh, that I have time. I want to see it from the orchestra.
I did not agree to attend the opera with you today to be abandoned in public yet again, Monsieur Degas.
People are enjoying this, watching dead nuns rise up from their graves and carry on like this in public.
It's been on stage for years. 406 performances in Paris alone.
Dead nuns seducing a poor, helpless male. Really?
Now, the graves are opening and the nuns are sinking back into the earth. I think I'd join them.
Cassatt, aware of the scandal of a woman alone, sinks down in her chair. In contrast, Valadon, disgusted, stands up to leave.
I told you, Suzanne, you cannot go backstage.
I'm not going backstage. I'm going home.
No, it's almost over. I'd hoped to introduce you to Monsieur Degas. You cannot walk home alone.
If creepy old men can watch young girls behave like that on stage and do even worse backstage out of view of their sisters and wives who are tucked up all nice and safe in their little boxes, I can walk home alone.
But it's art.
I told you not to box me in, Henri. You said it yourself.
She leaves.
All confined things die.
We're boxed in, indeed. Only our eyes may wander.
Degas returns. Cassatt is cross with him. They bicker like an old married couple.
I only suggested you might want to move on from painting dancing girls, that's all.
And maybe, Mademoiselle Cassatt, you should move on from painting the little baby Jesus and his English nanny.
People are talking.
Good. Paint the truth. Let them talk.
They exit. Lautrec moves stiffly after Valadon.
Suzanne! Suzanne! Slow down! I can't keep up. Come back and meet Monsieur Degas. He was sitting just next to us. You can't keep avoiding him. Of all the people who would see your talent and help you move forward, Suzanne, it's Edgar Degas. He's a bit odd, yes. He has a foul temper, it's true. But he's the finest artist you will ever meet.
I will visit him tomorrow, Henri. I promise.
They walk on. She is hesitant to meet this man she has avoided all her life.
Now don't forget the hour of our rendezvous.
Scene 10, Moulin Rouge. The mood shifts suddenly as we return to the shadow play. Valadon and her mother are arguing.
Moulin Rouge, for whom do you look forlorn, milling death or milling love? Turning, turning till the morn. Tell for whom you turn your sails, Moulin, for whom you grind your grain. Turn you for joy or for the pain? Turn you for me, turn you for them.
Toulouse-Lautrec enters unnoticed. He is panicked. Holding a letter, he reads it aloud.
Love is when the desire to be desired takes you so badly that you feel you could die from it. Suzanne! Suzanne! Suzanne!
Mother, how could you? What have you done? Where did you send the letter? God, no, I am not going to trap Henri or anybody else into marrying me. Just stop. No one is committing suicide or pretending to commit suicide, all right? I'm going. Don't let go. I have to get that letter back.
She exits the shadow play and sees Toulouse-Lautrec, the letter in his hand. He has heard. He turns away from her and leaves.
Henri!
She starts to follow him, but stops. Holds herself together.
You'll leave this earth with your feet first, blonde brunette full of grace. We've all the same fate we will face, and your mistress who's reading these lines, drinking the wine from your vines, toast Sante to her new lover, under your favorite bed cover. You'll leave this life with your feet first.
Scene 11, Degas' studio. Valadon tries to keep her new hat straight on her head. She clutches her portfolio and rings the bell. There is an awkward silence as she waits, ready to turn away just as the housekeeper opens the door.
Yes,
Mademoiselle Marie-Clémentine Valadon to see Monsieur Degas.
Marie Clement.
Suzanne Valadon.
Ah, yes. Do come in. Monsieur Degas is expecting you.
Valadon enters. Degas stands and bows slightly. She hands him her portfolio. Takes his time studying her drawings. Valadon looks nervously around the room and sings cautiously to herself to boost her courage.
So put on some trousers, I won't tell le fardondin, le fardondin. Put on a bonnet rouge as well, bidi-bi, à la façon de Barbarimon.
Henri tells me you've never had instruction of any kind. How have you learned to draw like this?
I draw what I see.
There's a long, awkward silence. He sighs, rubs his eyes.
Think of nothing but work, Mademoiselle Valadon, of utilizing the rare talent that I am proud to see in you. You are indeed one of us.
That day, I had wings.